And we are live on YouTube as well. That's great. Alright. Everything appears to be set up. Everything appears to be working properly. Now let's start building this factory. So we're going to switch to the hover pack. And we have all the resources we need on this foundation. I think the factory itself is going to head over this way. Alright, let's see. First of all, let's get the plan set up on my second monitor. Alright. Let's see here. Set to Zoop mode, of course. And alright, this is gonna be a start at least. Almost certainly won't be enough for the full factory, but we can get started. And I think we will get started with the copper. So this is the copper. We need 33 a minute. So you can just come over here. Actually, yeah, you just come over here. And you need to get hooked up to water and 3 refineries. Just the input manifold is fine because the output is going to be different. Alright. Refineries are in. Take one of them down. Set them all to pure copper. And one of them is going to be underclocked. So we need 83.6 copper a minute. These are 37.5, so 2 of them would be, what, 75? So this last one needs to be set to a production rate of 8.6. Alright, and then we get the water in easily, and we bring the copper around this way. I guess it makes sense to bring it close into the machine and not waste this space here. And in you go. And power. One, 2, 3. And there we go. That's the pure copper ingots all set up. And now we run around to the back and we just get our copper ingots out. 1, 2, and 3. Alright, there we go. Water, please. Ah, of course. This. Hook that up there. and hook that up there, and it can start running now. Alright, there we go. So now I take this, which is probably going to need Mark II belts, and I need to set up a constructor manifold with like 4 of them. Actually 5 is 4.18. And look at that, already running out of space. Alright, we expand the foundation out. Probably gonna have to deal with those enemies at some point soon. But not at this very moment. Looks like they are not currently attacking. Alright, then we hook all of that up. And copper sheet, copper sheet, copper sheet, copper sheet, copper sheet. And 2, 3, 4, 5 power hooked up. And this last one needs to be set to 1.8 per minute. And this power needs to actually be hooked up to a power line, which could be that one. And then we hook the outputs up like so. And we have 41.8 copper sheets. Alright, next up, we need to do quartz into silica, which is going to be quite simple. You just take this one, you bring it over here. I guess I could do it just in this small space and then have a floor 2 a bit further up for combinations of things. That makes sense. Alright, so I need literally 1.1 constructors for this. So that can go in like there. That goes in like that. And you can make silica. And you can make silica. And power pole connected. And I need 41.8. These make in batches of 37.5. Which means I need 41.8 minus 37.5 is 4.3. So this one needs to be 4.3. No, please, I need to hit enter after doing that. Alright, so that's silica dealt with, that's the copper dealt with. Next up we have the iron to deal with. Which I I guess we can do over here. And then like the mixed things that require multiple different raw resources can be floor 2. Alright. So we have iron. We have plants sticking through the foundation. Let me get rid of those real quick. Ooh, and it even runs into a hill. Alright, so we're going to have to not go over that way, but that's fine. And I need 1.06 refineries, because of course I do. It can never be a nice convenient number of refineries. Plop that down. We bring the iron in and around, and the water. The water is hooked up there, and then I guess it comes over. And in. And then this is set to pure iron, and this one needs to be set to 6% to get 60. No, I need 68.889 total, and this would give me 68.9, which I guess close enough. As long as we're overestimating, it doesn't really matter. Alright, and then we hook that into another power supply, and we now have our iron ingots. Which need to be hooked up there. And next up, we need 6 iron wire constructors. Let's fill out this space some more. And I don't know, just send that out like there. Now a big constructor manifold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and all set to iron wire, which would be easier to just paste like that. Alright, now this last one needs to be set. Oh, this last one wasn't set properly. So it's only 22.5. This last one needs to be set to... If I have 5 of them at 22.5, 5 times 5 is 112.5, which means in order to get to the 124 that I need another 11.5 out of this last one. Yep. Alright. Then we power all of these guys up. I think I got all of them there. And power them up. And hook them up to the source. can't remember what size belts they need, but it's 68. So the first one would need tier 2s, the rest of them wouldn't. And then it's 124 wires coming out, which means it's going to be tier 2s all the way up to the last one, which will need a tier 3. Alright, and then these go into just some cable constructors. Like that. Or not. Oh, right, this is the wrong side. Okay. Well, we need 3 cable constructors. We need a splitter there. And we need a merger there. And we need all that stuff to be hooked in. And we need 62 cables total. It always seems to be just barely over. It's always like 2.0%, like 2.01 constructors needed. Yo, what you making? I am making a supercomputer factory. So I have a lot of stuff brought in by drones, some stuff on site, and we are putting some stuff together. This needs to come. Why did it go up like that? I didn't want it to do that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I set up the drone system last time, so this is my first time getting to actually use it, which is very satisfying to just have all the resources I need immediately available. These need to actually go into the machines. Alright. We have the power pole. 2 and 3. Please be upgraded. I thought I upgraded you. Alright. So now we have the cables. Next up, so alright, so that is it for iron, I believe. So next thing we need to deal with is the caterium, which is sort of getting squeezed out. I might have to bring the caterium up to the 2nd floor, or just find a... How much am I doing with the caterium? Yeah, okay. I can probably fit that in here. Pay no mind to the other factory that is getting an unexpected 2nd floor. Alright. Let's build that space out. And then we take this belt, instead of going over there, it's just gonna come directly up here. And what do we need? We need water and caterium for 4 refineries. Let's get those in. And I really need to fix this refinery manifold. It is incomplete in a very inconspicuous way, which constantly leads to problems. Let me just fly back here and put this belt in. So here's my 4 refineries. This one, Control C, V, V, and V. Alright. This. So one of them needs to be set to 30%. Yep. Alright. And then we hook all these guys up to the power. 1, 2, 3, 4, and sure, that one, I guess. Alright. Then we take the deuterium, bring it around to the input side of the manifold, and put it in. And then make sure these belt lines work properly. And finally, we head over here. We stick a junction on that water pipe. And water. Alright. That is that started. Now we head back over here. We duck that up there. Bring this around for 4 quick wire constructors. Actually, this would have been a perfect position to have them just directly feed into each other with no manifolds, because it's also 3.3 constructors. No, not deuterium wire. Quick wire. Am I blind? Yes, I'm blind. Alright, so that's that. And this last one is set to 30%. And we hook the belt. And we hook up the belt. And then we just loop that around there. And we need power for these machines. You know, I kind of wish there was like just a power pole that just like powered everything in a radius. That would be super convenient. But doesn't exist. Alright, so in terms of the quick wire, this is going to be making like 200-ish. 198 to be specific. Means Mark III belts. And then everything after that is going to require multiple different inputs, which is for floor 2. And then finally we have our crude oil, which is definitely the most complicated of this. But we're making eventually plastic. So we will do that probably. Take that around there, and then out to this space by the water generators, which are in the way barely. So I'll have it in this space over here instead. So we're going to have to do some weird shenanigans with this crude oil to make it work. And we have concrete problems because dimensional storage is what it is. Alright, let's get our refineries down. Now we need just the input manifold for this because the output for these two refineries are going to be two separate things actually. Ah, and I've got it backwards. Fun. Do love placing things in backwards and having to tear it all down. And I got a foundation by mistake. Alright. Let's get our refinery input manifold in. Alright, so we hook the crude oil up. And we need a heavy oil residue recipe at 10.313 production per minute. Should make that 10.32. And then this one is polymer resin at 93.9 production per minute. So then we have our power pole. Please be a Mark II power pole, just for convenience, having free spots available for things like that. Alright, then we take these, and the errors are all sort of intermixed in the plan. Alright. Take all the heavy oil residue into one thing, and all the polymer resin into another. We also need water for both of those. Okay, that's pretty simple at least. Please don't do the weird thing that you were trying to do there. Alright. It makes a lot of polymer resin, so I'll have to use higher tube belts for that. Alright, so that's the polymer resin going off to do something. Then we need the heavy oil residue going off to do something else. Alright, so heavy oil residue and water. The water is here. And I guess I could take that pipe, because that already exists, and bring that over to this space for a blender. Which could be something like that. And blender can make diluted fuel. And of course be powered. And this needs to make 49.5. And then we need to get the polymer resin and water to make residual rubber in a fairly sizable refinery manifold. So we need 3. Let me get a bit higher up for this. Something like that. And then something like that. So that is 4, and I need 2.4, so get rid of one of them. Pipes up, all the input pipes don't matter. I'm just going to upgrade all of those just in case. So these are making residual rubber, and residual rubber, and residual rubber. And this last one needs to make 9.5 a minute. And we need not conveyor belts, we need power pole. To hook up to those. And then this is going to make not all that much rubber, but right, this also needs water. Water pipe, where are you? Here you are. Alright, well, looks like the cursed pipes must... The cursed piping will continue until morale improves. There we go. That's that. Is this going fast enough? I don't know. No, it is not. There's a Mark 1 belt sneaking in there. Okay. That's that problem solved. So we have rubber, we have fuel out of this. Now we can make our recycled plastic, which is just 2 refineries. So we can just make some space over here. To put in refinery manifold. Remember, kids, make blueprints. They save a huge amount of time. Alright, so then the fuel goes there. The rubber goes around like so. And these are set to recycled plastic, which I guess is apparently the most efficient way of making plastic, which is sort of weird to me, but seems true. And just like that, we have like really quite a lot of plastic. So this is 60. This needs to be set to 65%. So we get 99 plastic. So that's tier 2 belts. Alright, and I think that is all of the single resource things constructed. So now I can basically just scroll over to this side of my blueprint or what is this even called? Production plan, I guess. And we need to set up floor 2. So first off, we have a wall going up a ways, and it needs to be higher than the refineries. So like up there is good. And there we go. And let's bring power up onto it, just so that that's up here. And we're certainly going to have concrete problems here. Which, yeah. Alright, well, this is a big enough space for now, I guess. So now we need to get all of our things onto this. So we have a floor hole, have a conveyor lift. The conveyor lift runs down from the floor hole to approximately ground level, and it needs to be Mark II. Alright, so that is plastic. Oh, hang on. That is not connected. That's important to be connected. Alright, so that is plastic. And I will drag the belt out so that I can see it. Next up, we will head over here. So that's where the copper sheets end up. Which means we have to drag this foundation all the way over here. Which my poor concrete supplies, but it'll be fine. Trying to figure out what lines up well. Yeah, we can just put it there. That's fine. And how much copper sheets was this? Like 40-ish, so tier 1s are enough. And then that goes into there, and we have copper sheets on floor 2. Alright. Next up is, next we go over here for the silica. It's all very distant from each other. But we drag this over here. And then over on top like that. Which way does this silica even come out? Like this way? Alright, so in that case we need this to be a little bit over that way. Maybe like there would be a good spot for the hole. Yeah, that's a decent spot. That goes there. That wraps into it. And we have silica on the foundation. Next up we have, let's see, there should be cables somewhere. that's not even the right factory, is it? That's the other factory. Yes, okay. So next up we have to head over here. So this is where the cables are being made. So let's drag the foundation over. And it probably ought to be somewhere like that. Okay, the cables are just barely tier 2. So that's fun. Floor hole, conveyor lift, top side, conveyor lift, bottom side. In you go. It didn't go quite low enough, but good enough to do the job. And we have cables. And next up, we have quick wire, which is right over here. And we have like a tier 3 belt of that, looks like. Let's head out over here. A little bit further. And then over this way. So I think a floor hole there will do great. And we drag this down. And yep, that's pretty much where I wanted it to be. And we're going to have to get rid of that and rebuild it, but too steep. Alright, so this didn't go far enough down. So that just needs to be like that. And then that goes in. And up we go. Now we have quick wire. Let's see, how many things we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I count 5 things at this stage. So, now we can start combining things. So, first of all, silica and copper sheets go to make silicon circuit boards. What is this? Cables. Alright, please extend out so that I can see you. So silica and copper sheets. Silica is there, copper sheets are there. And this second floor is very, very interesting at the moment. Not how I would design it if I had infinite concrete. But let's build out a nice little platform here. Concrete shortages. Alright, so we need just 2 assemblers for this. Which is going to be able to fit in there. It's a bit tight just to try to save on concrete, but should be fine. So then this heads over and loops into that. And then the silica heads over quite a ways. And then up it goes. Oh boy, I can't wait to make these belts less terrible at some point in the future. Yeah, I've been thinking about like creating I don't know, like YouTube Shorts or something where I just go in and make my belts less bad. Alright, so the silicon circuit board, and I need 19 total. So if one is 12.5, the other needs to be 6.5. Which, yep. Alright. The silica is arriving eventually. Ooh, this peeks out over the edge. Let me fix that real quick. Alright, so we have the silicon circuit boards. Next up, we need cables and quick wire and silicon circuit boards to make high-speed connectors. So where's all that? Cables and quick wire are both all the way over there. Alright, well that's kind of a bit of a trek. Plastic can go with quick wire or cables to make AI limiters or computers. Yeah, so we're gonna have to take all this stuff pretty much over there. Yeah, because all these combinations are with stuff that is way over there. So this is going to go like... Alright, we need more foundations in this part of the area. So then that can run over here. And then over here. And over here. And man, on this second floor we have more room than we know what to do with. At least so far. Alright, so these are the circuit boards. And we can combine them with both of these to make high-speed connectors, but we should split them first and make some space for the manufacturer. And it's just a single manufacturer here, so no need for a manifold. Just plop that down. Split, because we are also using these for something else at a later point. Same thing with cables. Cables need to be split. Right, cables are tier 2. After the splitting, it'll be tier 1, probably. Wait. Oh, no. No, that would be silly. Why would I do that? That just makes a lot more nonsense than needed. We'll have you snake around here, and then into that one. And then we grab the quick wire, which... again, we're going to need to split, but I think the other combinations of these also involve each other, so it makes sense to have the splits happening here-ish. And in you go. And then you are set to high-speed connector. And we need to get to a power pole and attach those in. So this needs to be set to make just 3 per minute. Alright, so next up is computers, which is circuit boards, cable, and plastic. So we need to bring plastic over here. Alright, plastic. Over here you go. Down this convenient little thing. Alright, so we need to combine plastic and quick wire to make AI limiters, plastic, cables, and circuit boards to make computers, and then all the rest of the stuff to make supercomputers, and then we will be done. Alright, so first of all, plastic and quick wire, which we can sneak around back here for. No, don't go up a level for no reason. Alright, so then this will just need another single assembler, which we can put in like that, I guess. And obviously there's going to need to be some splitting done here. This doesn't need to be tier 3 belts, but it also doesn't hurt in any way, so I'm going to do it. Alright, then we get over here, grab the quick wire. We loop it around. And in. So this is plastic AI limiter, which is set to 2 a minute, and powered on. Alright, finally we need computers, which is plastic, cables, and circuit boards. And we need 1.6 manufacturers for that, which means it will be a manifold. So let's get some space. Manufacturer manifold. Oh boy, these things are fun. Alright, so we need circuit boards. Boom. Easy. We need cable. Let me just do a little switcheroo there. Boom, easy. And we need plastic, which is going to have to go up here, and then over here, and then over there. And I guess give it some more height earlier, or at least give it more time to build up height. Like so. That's kind of terrible looking, but whatever. Manufacturer, computer, manufacturer, computer, and 60%. Now we hook these up to the power network. And alright, now we just have to get that, that, and that, which I think will call for another floor up, just because it is the final step. Have some nice neatness. Alright, so that needs to stretch over there. And we put a floor hole probably like there. And that, and these weren't hooked up, so I would do so now. Alright, we have computers, check. We head over here a bit. And let's see here. So this needs to be there. Floor hole. And put the lift in. And it doesn't quite line up. So that's annoying, but I think it'll still work. Yes, it does. High-speed connectors, check. And finally, we bring this over here. Put that in. Give it a roof. We put a floor hole in. That goes there. AI limiters, check. And finally, just more plastic for some reason, which we conveniently have a splitter right here for. So we just stick a floor hole in there. And it's only 28 plastic a minute, which is not that much. In you go. And we have our 4 ingredients. Now we just lay out a nice central-ish area for the actual manufacturer. Something like that. We put that in. And then we go 1, 2, 3, and the computers have to go the farthest. And 4, the supercomputer. Now we just need a power pole. Bring power up and into the machine. And this is going to be 1 a minute, because 1.875 was just too much for what I was planning. And then we get a box in, attach that to the box. We need to craft some SAM fluctuators manually again, because I still have not automated this very basic part of the factory. So let's just get up to like 30 of these. And 27, 28, 29, 30. Alright, so that will be good for 3 more dimensional storages. Which, that goes there. And that goes there. And we are good to go. Alright, supercomputer factory complete. It's kind of a pyramid-ish shape if you squint. I mean, not really. Oh. I almost flew out of my power zone, but yeah, we've got... It definitely overlaps this other unrelated factory, which is kind of funny. But that was a lot easier than I expected, to be honest. I assume that there's going to be some bugs in various places. So I'm not going to just think that this is going to be perfect, but we are getting supercomputers, probably. Yes, I have one. And I'm going to sloop this, at least for now. Alright. So we're going to have to wait a bit for... I guess we can run around and manually fill manifolds to the extent that it's necessary. Alright, here's a yellow. What is your problem? Aha! This is your problem. All the rest of these are connected. I'm going to speed that belt up a little bit. Alright. What is your problem? Yeah, that's could be an ingot shortage, in part because of that. So this will all fill faster if these are all Mark IIs, I think. It's not necessary for like the long term, but in the short term, it'll mean the manifold fills quicker, which is nice. Alright, so those look all green. How about these last couple? You're at 50% because of shortage of iron ingots. I'll go with these working. You're at 91% for... Right. So these make 65 a minute, so they actually need to be tier 2 belts right off the bat. Obviously this one is super underclocked, so it doesn't matter, but... And I'm going to make those tier 2 belts, just again, for the sake of it moving quickly. And hopefully filling quickly. It helps a little bit. So there's only so much that you can do with that, but it does help a little bit. Alright, so now that that is done, these look barely sufficient. How are you? I think those need to be higher tier belts for that to move quickly, I think. Let's see, because that was 60. Theoretically, I think it wouldn't matter, but never be too safe. I am seeing a whole lot of green, which is a little surprising. This is 45%. There's a lack of circuit boards, which is this line. So let's come over here, see what the matter is. Alright, you're 100%. You're 100%. No problems, no obvious recent problems. Is making... Oh, it's probably a manifold problem. It's because it's splitting between a 16 and a 3. So they're actually going to be getting like 8.5, 8.5, and one of them is going to be getting too many, and the other one's going to be getting too few. So that... I don't even think I have circuit boards like in here, do I? No, so there isn't anything I can do about that, but I guess I could throw in those couple randomly in my inventory. Alright. Is QuickWire going correctly? It looks kind of suspiciously slow. 100%, 89%, but it's climbing. I think that is fine. It is producing at 60 a minute. I'm going to make that faster, I'm going to make these all faster just so that they can actually unload their quick wire at a reasonable rate. Alright, any other problems? Deuterium refineries are looking good. 97 here, 100 there. Let's see, are these doing correctly? 100%, 100%. Yep. What about this copper? 100%. 93%. But I think that's probably fine. I will upgrade. Yeah, is there a belt problem in here? No, this is looking all backlogged, actually. Why is Copper Sheets backlogged? Is it because of a silica shortage? No, those are both running at 100% with no obvious problems. So then, did I not underclock a copper sheet producer? No, I did. It's 4.18. Yeah. Alright. I don't know why those are backlogged, but probably just oh, it's probably just like stops and starts a lot, because this takes 11 at a time. I don't know, I feel like that shouldn't be doing that, but I think it is okay. Now over here to the plastic, and I can immediately see there's a problem here. Alright, rubber shortage. Alright, why is rubber short? Because another one of these stupid things. Fantastic. Alright, rubber has been fixed. This blender is full because the heavy oil isn't being used. The fuel isn't being used because of that. And so soon this rubber will start appearing and the problem will resolve itself. Up to 14 supercomputers. It is summer slooped, so it's making 2 a minute, but I don't intend to do that permanently. Also, power consumption is starting to creep up there a little bit. Just a little bit. Not hugely, but it is something to keep an eye on. Alright, the rubber has arrived. So these should both turn on to 100% and solve all the problems. And just confirm they are hooked up. I sure am seeing a lot of green. This is... yeah, this is just that, which it'll sort itself out when the rubber sorts itself out. So these are going to be going now, and this whole region will sort itself out, and then we won't have any problems there. That pump is pumping, I guess. I don't know what to say about that. I don't know what pumps being yellow even means. Fine. Let's see, computer production is still plastic short, which has been resolved, so I will just throw in some plastic to jumpstart that a little bit and make sure that failures don't propagate too much. Alright, AI limiters are good. Yeah, and look at this massive wave of plastic incoming. Oh, what's going on here? We have tier 2 plastic hits tier 3 plastic for some reason. Does that matter? We're using 7199 plastic. Doesn't matter. Okay. I'm going to make that tier 2 because it looks better. Looks better than the weird jumpiness that they had going for them. They're still kind of shuffling around a lot. That's weird. I have not noticed that with anything else. Alright, that's weird. But, yep, plastic is appearing. And that is another problem successfully resolved. whole lot of green there. I really wish the lights would indicate like overall production, like 100% is green, like low percent is yellow, 0% is red, as opposed to like, is it literally running at this moment? It'd be a lot easier to tell that way. Okay, and in terms of drone ports, yeah, resources are aplenty. The quartz one just ran off. Alright, so unless there's some raw resource shortage somewhere that I'm not, or some other bug that I'm just not seeing, I think this works 100%. Circuit board shortage. That's still that problem, which will fix itself soon. That backlog is filling. So once this reaches the splitter, the correct number of circuit boards will go through, which will be literally, probably this pulse will do it. Ooh, no, it used some. Alright. Yeah, so see, now it got 3 in a row without any gaps, as opposed to these 3 in a row with gaps, because this was actually like 5. 2 of them got split off. So now this problem has solved itself, and this will get the correct number of circuit boards. Plastic is also flowing in at a greater than necessary rate, or probably exactly correct, since all of this stuff is sorted out. And let's check. We have 22 supercomputers now. It's pretty good. These are all looking fine. Computers are short because that problem is still solving. I will toss some in just to make sure it keeps running. We're only getting 2 a minute. I do not want to drop below that. Alright. I think we are done with this factory. If there are any more problems, I'm not seeing them. These are still working themselves out circuit board wise. Which is fine. It'll sort itself out eventually. In the meantime, I have supercomputers, which is probably good for something. So, I'm going to head back to the hub and see what upgrades this gets me. And let's see, the hub is, gosh, we are quite far from the hub. Well, and there are no convenient... Yeah, okay. We're just gonna have to trek all the way to the hub. And see what is going on up there. Actually, could I... No, there's really like no... There really is just no fast way to get there. I need to set up a rail network that I can run across, or something. Maybe a hypertube. But much quicker just to run, at least in the short term. Ooh, there's a cave. That's exciting. Let's go exploring. Why not? Alright. There are spiders in the cave. And literally nothing. Okay. I think that tells me I've been through that cave before then. Alright, here's a potential hard drive. Is it 21 rotors? I can do that. Not before these guys notice me, apparently. I was hoping I could play this Metal Gear Solid, but obviously not. Alright, well, I killed one, the other seemed to have left. And I got the hard drive. Speaking of hard drives, I should scan it. This guy really is just chasing me, huh? Stop chasing me. Leave me alone. Alright. Let's plop down a MAM here in the random middle of the wilderness. Start scanning a hard drive. And continue along. Alright. Bit of a trek. This is the problem with these super modular separated factories, is that when you do have to head somewhere, like, you have to head a bit of a walk. So let's head back to the hub and see what we need to build next. And just generally figure out what exactly our next steps are. We might want to set up a train network of some kind, but I just set up a drone network. So I think probably not gonna do train stuff at this very moment. Oh, here's my hypertube. This is convenient. So I can take this back to the hub and save a bit, probably. Alright, let's head back to the hub. I should probably make hypertubes, at least to like general vicinities. Like, I shouldn't need to walk all the way over there. I also need to figure out how hypertube cannons work at some point. It's something which I have always been like, oh, that's cool, I should have that, but then I just never made it. Alright, we are back at the hub. And let's see what hub upgrades there are. Right, we are doing advanced aluminum. Obviously, I had that in my heads-up display this whole time. So we need those. We need those, we need those, and we need so much wire. Like, a ridiculous amount of wire. Which I'm going to have to first clear some space in my inventory of random ores. And then the wire production is up here. And grab another 2,000 of those. That's right. The fact that that needs 3,000 wire is certainly just to mess with people whose wire production is distant.
Milestone reached. The resource well pressurizer and extractor can harvest nitrogen, crude oil, and water from underground wells. Nitrogen, being a gas, does not need pumps for pipeline transportation. Fixit does not process most of your metrics, but I do. According to Fixit predictions, you are exploiting this planet with unexpected efficiency.
Oh boy, unexpected efficiency.
They did always struggle to see the true potential of things. Nothing about you is unexpected to me, and therefore you are performing exactly as expected.
Thanks, Ada. She knows me so well. Alright. So we've got this, which unlocks heatsink, cooling system, and fused modular frames. So that's 3 more things to build. I should get hazmat suit at some point. I do not particularly... I guess I have to do nuclear stuff at some point. But so this requires fused modular frames, which I do not currently have. And this requires fused modular frames, which I do not currently have. So I guess I can unlock nuclear power. I'm not going to use it. I should unlock hazmat suit first. So I need to find some mycelium. Right, that's what those need. Yeah, I mean, I haven't even unlocked it, have I? So I just haven't done anything with that. Yeah, so I need to get mycelium for fabric so that I can lock the hazmat suit and just not die to anything that has to do with uranium. Wait, I think I know where a mycelium cave was. I think there's a big one between my steel production and my motor factory. So we're going to head over this way. And hopefully I'm remembering correctly and that cave does have mycelium in it. Otherwise we're going to have to go wandering and it could take a while. Alright, we are over here now. And if we drop down in here, we have a cave. Does this cave have mycelium? Is any of this stuff mycelium? No. Surely there is some mycelium in this giant cave. Ooh, I see some mushrooms. I see some mushrooms. Oh, there are also spiders. Of course there are spiders. Switch to melee mode. Yeah, baby spiders are just too hard to snipe to be worth it. Alright, I think that's all of them. Now we need to start harvesting mycelium. Which I really wish there were more of. This is kind of an annoyingly annoyingly sparse. And I'm picking up a whole bunch of wood as I go. Alright, let's see here. MAM research for synthetic polyester requires 25 fabric and 100 of that other stuff. Fabric is somewhere in here, I think. Is 1-to-1, and also needs biomass. Okay. Well, let's get crafting. I can take some of this wood that I have, convert that into biomass, and then into fabric. Why did something suddenly start glowing red? Alright, I somehow need more biomass. Let's grab some of that. And where is this? Biomass wood. Alright. We're up to 28 fabric, which will be enough in 10 seconds. Once this hard drive finishes, I will be able to unlock synthetic polyester fabric, or well, actually I need to actually head over to somewhere with that stuff to use it. Right. Nothing especially interesting there. I'm doing MAM stuff, so I'm not going to put another hard drive in right this moment. Instead, I'm going to head over to my fuel generator, where I believe I am dumping a massive amount of polymer resin just into a sink. So I can head over there to grab some of that and honestly just like use it for the fabric production and gas mask production. So first we take the hypertube over to the hub, and then we fly over to the fuel generator, or the what's it called? Plastic and rubber factory is closer. So I guess I'll do that instead. Although that makes heavy oil, right? I can't remember where I have what byproducts. We'll check the plastic and rubbers, see if there is polymer resin there. But I think we're probably gonna head over to the fuel power plant. And this will be a nice quick detour. Alright, let's see here. What are you guys sinking? No, you are sinking plastic. You are sinking rubber. Where are byproducts going? Byproducts, heavy oil into fuel into the generator, I guess. Alright, that makes sense. Alright. In that case, we are going to head over to the fuel power plant and grab some of its byproducts, which are definitely polymer resin. get some speed. Ooh. As always, I happen to step in poison right before I get the thing that'll let me ignore it forever. Alright, I'm looking for a sink. There it is. And yes, we are sinking polymer resin there. And polymer resin there. How much? Probably a lot. Probably sinking a lot of polymer resin. So let's make a splitter here. No, not a regular splitter. A smart splitter with center overflow right any. So then that can go out that way. Into a storage container first. So we just need to accumulate 100 of this, which we can make that go even faster. And then we're going to need to do factory stuff with it at some point in the future. Alright, we are up to 80 something. I will set down the man preemptively. There's 100. And synthetic polyester fabric. Boom, done.
Research completed. Polyester fabric recipe unlocked. Using polyethylene terephthalate, production of a lightweight and strong fabric can be automated. It has many of the properties of naturally sourced fabric and also amplifies
There's a
body
constructor
odor.
recipe. No. What is the fabric? Alright. Polymer resin and water. Fortunately, we are on the ocean at the moment. So I will set down a water extractor. Bring water up. Is that a hard drive over there? Surely I've grabbed that hard drive. I can see a Mercer sphere as well though, which I obviously haven't grabbed because I can see it. If there were one thing I would change about this game, it would be well, actually, it's coming in 1.1, the ability to dismantle the crash sites, just so you know you visited them. That'll be quite nice. Alright, so assembler, fabric, no, alt recipe fabric. Oh, it's going to be a refinery, obviously, because it requires water. Duh. I should have known that. Alright, refinery and polyester fabric. How much does this make? 30 a minute? That's probably more than enough. Alright, so that goes in. That goes in. Grab power pole. That goes in. Alright, and we need to hook up the water generator as well. And this is going to be a fair amount of overkill for what we need, I think. Once the water shows up, that will be that. And let's see, ma'am, to mycelia, we need 10 coal, 50 steel pipes. And I can grab the steel pipes. Is there coal around? No. However, I have a trick for this. It is called drones. So I set that down, give it a drone, and I say gas mask coal supplier, and I give it some fuel to start, and I tell it to go to the coal source, and so that will head off. And in the meantime, we have some fabric. So what else can I do with fabric? I can get a hand slot. I can get a parachute. Or I could just stockpile it. Let's get some rotors. Never going to say no to a hand slot, even if it is intended to be used with a parachute, which I'm not going to do. What was I doing? Need more of these. Mycelium. Alright. And equipment slot. Check.
Tool belt expanded. The latest data indicates that the mycelia possess sentience.
Oh boy.
Don't worry, we have been given permission to harvest and repurpose their remains.
Mm-hmm. What was I grabbing? I opened it up and immediately forgot. Cables. Yoink. Give me some of these. And unlock parachutes. Because why not?
Parachute unlocked. Fixit appreciates your willingness to descend rapidly to perform your duties, but damaging Fixit property is a breach of contract and will have unpleasant consequences. Improve descent efficiency by combining the forces of gravity and drag with a parachute.
Alright. Hopefully the drone will return soon. It's got a bit of a ways to go. It's headed all the way down here. What was that? Correct. Alright, no. So that one is coal source. Is that right? Did I set this up wrong? Why is incoming full at the coal source when outgoing should be full? What's one that I know is working properly because I've used it? Copper? Yeah, that looks like... Alright, no, it looks like it just grabbed some and is heading off. I assume that's what that means. Certainly has grabbed some coal. I just have to hope that it's working. And I might also need to grab some iron for pipes as well. I'm pretty sure that's what that recipe was, what the man was implying based on needing steel pipes. So I am going to set that down immediately as well. Give it a drone. Give it some fuel. And say it is gas mask iron supplier. And I tell you to go to the iron source. And I find a power pole somewhere, like right here. And I power it on. And I see a drone on the map. Oh, it's that one, obviously. Oh, here comes a drone with coal. That's great news. Man, drones sure are nice that I can just like randomly do this. Like it actually just works, no problem. And animation. And we have coal. Wonderful. So now we can unlock the gas mask with that. Alright. Gas mask unlocked.
Research completed. Gas mask and filter unlocked. Micellar fabric is highly absorbent,
Gas
making
filter.
it more effective at toxic gas filtration than the standard issue Pioneer
Does
housing.
end up requiring iron
A
plates.
pleasant pine scent is included. Gas filters require regular replacement for optimal safety.
Alright. Let's get... What was that recipe even in? A manufacturer? Alright, let's get a manufacturer. Let's extend this. It's going to be a bit tight. And I'm going to need to blow up some more trees to make room, of course. Sorry, environment. Alright, so we can have the manufacturer down over there, I guess. And set that to that. And yeah, this is hardly anything. So I guess I only need like an incredibly tiny amount of these. So I guess I'll do that. And then just coal. And then we need some space to turn the iron ore that we're going to be getting here into iron plates, which there's no reason not to do it efficiently. While we have access to water, we may as well do pure iron. Alright, so that goes in there. And we will bring this around the back. And into the machine. Set it to pure iron. Grab power pole. Power it on. And obviously we're going to have to wait for this drone to show back up. But before that happens, we need to blow up more trees. Boom. And just get constructor in. How much does this need? 15 iron plates. a minute. So we can set that to 15 iron plates a minute. And in it goes. Gets hooked up. This runs back around this way. And gas mask automated once that finishes, which I can simulate and accelerate by just putting iron plates in there. Ah, and right on time, the ingots have appeared. And I need to hook this up to power source. And blow up some more trees to organization, storage container, dimensional depot. And boom. 7.5 gas filters a minute is a hilariously huge number, considering I can very easily go like days without using 7.5 gas filters. But at least we have them now. And there's a slug sticking through the foundation here. I guess I'll pick you up. And craft me a gas mask. Done. I guess I may as well craft a parachute as well. Although fabric is apparently all being used. But gas mask on. Yep. Alright. Crafting a parachute will be a job for later, I guess. I'll grab some of that fabric out of there. And then head over. Craft up a parachute. And then proceed to not put it in my inventory, because now I have a melee and ranged weapon at the same time. Alright, so this is all working at max production speed. It uses hardly anything. And it's going to fill up very quickly and not use anything at all. But for now, we can have 12 gas filters. And now we can run into the poisonous swamps without dying horribly. And now we have to just confirm that this should still be working. So we should be all clear. It's always nice to be able to use a bit of stuff that was just being sunk. And now I guess we did all that. We don't have the mycelia for this nonsense. I guess while I'm unlocking stuff, I should grab me some high-speed connectors. And what was the other thing? More steel pipes. And unlock power pole Mark IIIs.
Power pole Mark III unlocked. It has significantly more power connections compared to the previous models.
Do I have a smokeless powder set up anywhere? Probably not. Smokeless powder is heavy oil and black powder. Yeah, okay. And that's the only recipe for it. Yeah, I definitely don't have a setup for that. Although I probably could, but I don't really need a rifle for anything. Alright, let's go through here. This I can do. It doesn't really matter at all. I can't imagine why I would ever use it, but I can do it and finish off an entire tree.
Hostile organisms added to the object scanner. Note, it cannot detect the species, only aggression. There are many creatures that dislike you, Pioneer, but I am your true friend.
Alright, so then we go to alien technology. I could unlock this power augmenter. That would be nice. Or I could do manual depot uploader, which would probably save a fair amount of hassle. But it would also use all of my Mercer spheres. Right. Go back to Caterium. I can unlock geothermal generators with quick wire, motors, and high-speed connectors. I believe that is everything. Yes, so I can do that. I can get the priority power switch.
Unlocked. Geysers added to the object scanner.
Actually, I
When
need to
life
wait
gives
for
you
quick wire to
lemons,
refill
wait
for that.
lemonade. When life gives you deadly geothermal vents, run
Mycelia,
directly towards them
nothing
and build
could be there.
generators. Use potentially lethal natural phenomena for your own benefit. It's the fix-it way.
I could do slug scanning, but I literally have slugs sitting in eyesight, like literally at this moment, I think. It's not super urgent. None of this is useful. And then sulfur is all weapons stuff. Although I could do rocket fuel with... I could do rocket fuel with current technology. Though I need to get empty fuel tanks. Or fluid tanks, which would require aluminum ingots. Do I have aluminum ingots in my inventory? No. And I don't have them hooked up to anything. I'm going to say that is a job for later. And now we are going to head back to the hub and get the hazmat suit. And see what we go from there. I forgot to pick up that Mercer sphere that was over there. Oh well. And then we're going to have to... Let's see. I guess it is a bit late in the stream to start a new project, so I think I might go hard drive hunting after this. There are a whole bunch of hard drives that I need to pick up. I'm still very short on alt recipes for a lot of things. Speaking of hard drives, I should put one in to scan right now. Which I will do once I pass this ma'am that's just on the way. Alright. Hard drive set to scan. So now we can go hazmat suit, which please put in the select milestone so I can see. I need 500 quick wire, which is coming. And I need aluminum casings and gas filters. Chunk, chunk. Alright, quick wire. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wait for because slow dimensional storage is slow. Yeah, I think another exploration trip would be a good use of the rest of the stream after this. Once I have a hazmat suit and I can say no to all radioactive stuff as a problem. But I need to wait for quick wire, and it is unfortunately nowhere close. Let's see, quick wire recipes. I only have one. And I have to make it with Caterium, which I do not have around here. Is there anything in the awesome shop that I can buy? Let me pull some tickets out of a sink first. Print some coupons. Let's see what there is to buy at the awesome shop. If I remember correctly, there was like... Okay. I mean, there's all of this stuff, which I do not know how I'd ever use. I could get paint. I could get wall outlet Mark III, I suppose. I'll get the factory cart. And I'll get a trophy. I like trophies.
Congratulations on purchasing this statue. It is a truly spectacular and one-off event. If you believe you have heard this message before, please examine yourself for signs of temporal anomalies.
Alright, and we can put the statue, hold it in a hand, and just put it somewhere. Alright, cool. So let us put this silver hog statue somewhere fun. Like there. No, we want it to be lined up properly. Like there. Alright, now I have a silver hog always jumping out at me. Slightly unnerving. Quick wire. Still 100 and some short. That'll be like 2 minutes. And in the meantime, if you're enjoying the content, make sure to follow. Yeah, just checking. There's been no one on YouTube. That makes sense. Alright. Let's see, please. Quick wire, be quicker. How many Mercer spheres do I need for the next speed upgrade? So I could take it from 60 a minute to 120 a minute for 13 Mercer spheres. Or I could get 7 Mercer spheres and increase the stack size, which would sort of help a little. Still, that's so many Mercer spheres. I am so short on Mercer spheres. Alright, let's organize that like that so we can go ranged weapon, down to melee weapon, up to food. Alright, we are literally 20 seconds away. So the problem with upgrading speed is that I also would need to go to all of the dimensional storages in all of the locations and upgrade these into higher tier belts, which would be a bit annoying, but I could do. Alright, quick wire. Hazmat suit unlocked.
Milestone
let's
reached.
see.
The hazmat suit
Oh, we can
protects
craft it
the wearer
immediately.
from radiation by consuming iodine-infused filters. You may find this protection essential if you are going to finally get around to saving humanity. I previously gave you compliments in an attempt to inspire you, but it might have given you the wrong idea. I will definitely be totally honest with you from this moment on. Here is a demonstration of a truthful compliment.
All right.
That suit looks like it was made for you. Because it was.
So iodine infused filters are going to be they're going to be a bit annoying to automate because they need aluminum and gas filters and a quick wire. So I think rather than automate them, I will just craft some. So I have like 8, and if I ever run low, I can craft some more. So that will waste a huge amount of time in the long term, but in the short term, though, it'll be nice. Alright, let's pull up the interactive map and grab the autosave from a few minutes ago. And let's go hunting for hard drives. So let's see, you need to set options, map options, view all map. Now we can go hard drive hunting. So there seems to be a lot of hard drives east of my, what is this even? What is this factory? East of my supercomputer factory, and really in that vicinity more generally, there are a lot of hard drives. I'm just going to check to make sure. I can start unlocking this now. Or, no, I can't. I need to wait 2 minutes. And all of the high quantity parts are immediately present, so that'll be easy to do. Instead, let's head out. And actually put the hazmat suit on. That's important. Grab some more gas filters into my inventory. Alright, I am now immune to all the annoying environmental nonsense. Iodine, the radiation is still a little bit annoying, but I can do stuff like this and be completely fine with no consequences. This will also make like radioactive hogs and poison spitting spiders just that much easier to deal with. And where was I heading? I need to get up here. I'm going to need to grab more turbo fuel so that I do not run out and get embarrassingly stuck and fall and die. So let's get up here. And climb up. And climb up. Alright, there's some evil stuff here, some poison stuff that I don't care about. Alright, let's ma'am finished. Do I even have another hard drive to scan? Silicon high-speed connector might be good. Not sure. No, I currently have no scannable hard drives. Let's figure out how far do we need to go. We need to go a fair ways. Really, we've only just started moving. So I can see it on the because of the drones. Oh hey look, Sam. That's funny of it to just be sitting around in the open. Speaking of things sitting around in the open, I need to keep an eye out for anything that could be Mercer spheres or summer sloops, like these suspicious rocks, for example, although it looks like it is merely a power slug, but I will collect it anyway. And off we go. I'll hold the gun in my hand just so that if something attacks me, I can react quickly. Alright, nothing interesting around here except for a long coal line for some reason. But this is headed towards the RCU site, that makes sense. And actually there is a hard drive there. Let's get up onto this. RCU supply is looking great. I'm going to, while I'm here, I'm just going to set up a sink for this. Just because I think that's how I want this to work. So write output is overflow. And now this will always run permanently instead of sometimes randomly turning off. Now the hard drive in this vicinity is southwest on a ridge, so like probably that thing. It's probably guarded by all sorts of horrible demons. And actually, what does it require? It requires solid biofuel. I have 5 solid biofuel on me and 30 biomass. I think I can make that. Let's gain some height on our radar tower. Please. Please let me stand on this platform. And we hop over here. Let's gather some wood just in case. So with this, we should hopefully be able to get the biofuel necessary. Alright, let's snipe that. And oh, there's another hatcher. Gotta get rid of him. And these guys will not be fooled by crouching. But they will apparently play Ring Around the Rosie. Alright. I managed to miss. But alright, so now I need to craft some biofuel. And done. I'll craft a bit extra because it is useful to have for power related ones. Now we have a hard drive, which we can put in the MAM. And continue heading southwest to the next one, which is going to be on that... I don't even know what to call this. It's like an arch. I guess it's an arch. That's what I would call it. And let's run past this bauxite and not get shot, hopefully. Alright, there's a big scary guy here. So let's shoot him a couple of times. I don't know how I dodged that one. Oh, there's a hatcher in the vicinity. That's annoying. Alright. Alright, hatcher dealt with. These guys are still going to be coming. Which... Alright. They're very annoying, but... Is there another hatcher down there? There is. These hatchers are sneaky. Hiding around corners and stuff. There we go. And what, I need 5 quartz crystals. Give me a stack of those. Alright, so that is that. Next up, we have south. What? Pretty much due east, really, right by a radar tower. And it will need power, which will be easily doable because it is right by a radar tower. Hard drive hunting is very fun when you know exactly precisely where the hard drives are and what they need. So much better than the opposite. And oh no, radiation. I'm just gonna grab it. Yoink. And we keep on moving. Easy as pie. Having all those filters is very nice. Alright, let's get up here. Land for a bit. And we should be right around it. Oh, there are a bunch of big guys up here for some reason. Let's see here. So we were there. The hard drive is like 6 inches this way. Looks like. Ought to be right around here. Maybe on the ground beneath stuff. There's Sam. The fact that I'm actively being shot at doesn't help. Alright. The hard drive should be... Aha, found it. And there's a hatcher, which I will kill, and I'm holding the crouch button, which makes me immune to hatchers, I guess. I still don't understand why that works, but it does. Alright. Kill the hatchers. We drop down to reset our fuel. Oh. Was there another one behind me, or did I just not see myself getting shot? Right, the nice thing about these guys is they do tend to stand still and shoot, which makes me have a bit of an easier time hitting them back. Make sure to land every so often so as to not drop out of the sky unexpectedly. Alright, they have stopped moving. So I will get a couple free shots in, I guess. Oh, I almost ran right into that fireball. That would have been bad. There's something to be said for getting homing a rifle and homing bullets, but there's also something very satisfying about doing it this way. Alright, well, they're standing still briefly again. Got one. Now with only one, it's much easier. I can pretty much do this standing on the ground, which makes my accuracy much better. I took a hit, but that's fine. Alright. Right, this one needed power. Power line ought to be... yes, literally right there. Alright. Power line. Power line. And power line. Done. Alright. Now we need to head south of the radar tower. There is another one. Really another 3 down there. And they should be right by some drone stops. Really, this whole area is like the center of my drone stops. Right, there's a drone stop right there, in fact. I don't think this is the one that it's right by, but if it is, it'll be southwest of it. No, I think it's going to be this next one. Okay. Is it this? Surely I've gotten this. Yeah, I've gone off course. It's back like here. So due east of me. Oh, I didn't see it. It should be like under or near one of those like spindly things. Like this? Yes, there it is. I see it. Alright, we can drop down onto it. And it looks lightly guarded. It makes sense. This seems like a relatively early game one. I mean, the requirement for this one is like stators or something. So it makes sense that if they're... Alright. That was a pretty cool snipe. There's another one around here, right? I don't know. Apparently they can't find me. So I'm just going to ignore them. And keep heading east, and there'll be another one up here. Right there, in fact? Is that it, or is that a different one? Oh, hang on. There's a hatcher there. Well, let's see if I've already got this one. Yeah, so that's the one that's a bit northwest of the one that I'm looking for, which should be probably on this. Is what it looks like. I tried to stand on something that, in retrospect, it should have been very obvious is too small to stand on. I'm going to hop over here, grab a power slug, and yes, it is this. I just need to get up there, which involves Oh god. Alright. Well, that one's played itself. It has jumped off of a cliff. Alright. Is there a third? I hope there isn't a third. This is a terrifying place to be. And I need to bring power up here. So can I reach any of these things? That one is filled. This one, please let me grab it. Thank you. Alright. And now we can zipline back up. And I saw some skittering legs. There is another spider in this area. Yup, it sure did land up there with me. Alright, and it jumped off. Wonderful. So now we just take power, hook it up to that, grab the hard drive. Oh, did it find its way back up? Looks like it. Alright. I get rid of that, and we run. And we never return here again. Wait. Are those fused frames? Yes, those are fused frames. I'm gonna grab those. Alright. So that is basically the way you exploit spiders, is you just get them to jump off cliffs. They jump very aggressively and are very happy to just jump straight off a cliff to try to catch you in midair. Alright, so then there's another one on that thing. Yes, on this thing here, which now that I'm squinting at it, I can see it visibly. So we're going to fly over there. This one has no requirements, which reads to me like there might be a boss fight here. Yes, there looks like it. Alright, we're just going to snipe this guy a bunch. And I don't know how that shot missed me. That one didn't. Alright, he's gone. Any of this useful? No. Grab the hard drive. Alright, where to next? South, there are a couple. Yeah, let's head south to, let me just, like, this thing has a hard drive on it. So off we go. Ooh, a Mercer Sphere. I'll grab that. And I am immune to poison, which is lovely.
Sings the first symphony of the blood.
First, there was a whole involved process of evolution from
Ooh, a
single-celled
Summersloop.
organisms to mammals, rodents
Won't say I didn't
specifically.
know those.
Explosion.
And that's not even explaining the whole dinosaur extinction meteor.
This guy has
making
seen
room
me.
for mammals
Oh, there
to
are two of
dominate
them.
The animal kingdom instead.
Multiple explosions.
I don't like
You know
this.
what? I
I'm
will just
traveling. I'm
compile
moving
a data
slowly.
package for you to look at
and
later,
there isn't
because I don't even know where
safe
to start
space to
with the
land.
whole ape thing.
Alright.
Harmonious explosion.
The foliage means I can't see them easily. That's annoying. I think that one may have ran off a cliff. No, he didn't. Oh, okay. I got a bit cocky there. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. I think I shot him there. He seems to have vanished with that shot. Don't know what that's about. Just jump over you. Alright, so one is down. The other one literally disappeared into thin air. So I don't know what that's about, but we'll just grab a summer sloop. And we... Which way is south? This way? Keep heading south. Let's see. No, nothing up there. Was it this? That... Yes. This one here. Which... Actually where? Oh, here. Oh, this might suck. So this is a whole bunch of hogs and also radiation. And also a spitter apparently. So I can last in this radiation for a while, but I do not have infinite. Alright. I shouldn't have gotten too close to there. I need to land down here, I guess, is safe to land. No, apparently it's not flat enough. It's hard to see. Alright. I can snipe that guy from down here. I can't help but worry that that guy was gonna figure out how to get down here. Alright, nope. They've figured out how to get a line of fire on me. So we need to keep on moving, keep on shooting. Alright, that guy seems to have died to friendly fire, which means we only have this stupid little spitter, which is somehow not dead. That might have killed it. And then this guy. Where did he go? I don't see him anymore, which is incredibly concerning. I can hear him, but I cannot see him. Oh, there he is. I found him. I don't think I can take another hit. These guys are annoyingly dangerous at ranged combat. Okay, don't get charged. I definitely can't take a charge. Alright, he's dead. And hard drive acquired. Nothing here looks interesting. Let's get out. And all that use like 10% of one thing. Alright, so now we have a power one, but it's a very tiny power one, which I can do with biofuel generators. And it is here. I actually remember this one. I think this was the first one that I ever happened across in my first game. I was very confused by what was going on with this. Let's get some foundations. This is horrific. I hate everything that I just did. Why are they not snapping properly? Alright, so biomass burners are 30 each. So we just put 3 in there. Something has seen me. I'm going to operate under the assumption that it can't actually hit me though. So I'm sort of in the middle of a lake. Alright, got it operational. And now we take that down. We definitely take all this stuff down. And we can leave that as a semi-convenient platform. Alright. Continue south. There are more. Actually, I should have... Surely one was finished by now. Yes. And it's some weird stuff. Okay. Scan another one. So due south. There is another relatively easy one. I am starting to run out of hard drives in this general vicinity, so that is pretty neat, I guess. Is that it down there? I see something orange. No, just a plant. Ooh, a Mercer sphere. That's fantastic. I love picking these guys up. Please don't notice me, Spitter. Just passing through. Alright, and on we go. Have I read past it? Where is it? Where am I? No, it should be here. So, turn approximately 90 degrees to the left, and found it. And we use one singular rotor. And done. And now the next one is like there. I see it in the distance. It's right, that thing over there. Now we just have to run over and collect it. And pure Caterium, by the way. I used this in my first factory a lot. Alright, and we are here. There are no monsters. Requires a modular frame. Doink. Alright. That's... Alright. Then we have to head southeast of here for the next one, which is right by the edge of the map, which is really just a generally true statement about my current location, right by the edge of the map. And I just realized I do not have power lines out here. So these next couple ones should be fine. This is a starter area, so I should be able to get these done with biofuel generators, but also it means I can't like put down radar towers and stuff, which would be handy. Alright. There's a Mercer sphere. I'm gonna hop over and grab this. Yoink. And where am I? So I'm there. It's here. Alright. So those rocks are covering a Caterium node, I believe. But the hard drive, I see it. It is right here. Okay. It is very lightly guarded. Goodbye. Oh, there's another one. Alright, so I need copper sheets. Let's get me some copper sheets. Hello, I am doing good. I am collecting hard drives. streaming so far is doing good. Thank you for the follow. Alright, head this way. There's some more hard drives over here. Okay, should be really like by the edge of the map over here as well. How long have you been streaming? I've been streaming for like a month or two, I'd say. Somewhere around there. Alright, let's check. Yeah, we need to turn north a bit, of course, or we're going to run off the edge of the map. There's apparently Sam. Oh, we're by the giant arch, aren't we? Somewhere north of us. Alright, now we're up here. Yeah, so it should be... Ooh, I see a... That looks like a graphical glitch. It shouldn't be like that, I don't think. But I'll pick it up anyway.
This bleeding temple helps the river waves to be bigger, your blood thicker, your bones made, your organs
We
more.
need to head
Hello
northeast.
to you too.
We have composed you a learning song.
That is a welcome surprise. Do be careful not to
look
overload
around.
my blood's extremely fragile organic systems. On that note, I have been working
Figures.
on making them redundant.
Our rhythm is patient and harmonious.
You truly are a far superior collaborator than humanity.
Alright. There's the hard drive right there. And no requirements at all. It's convenient. Then the next one is like here-ish, which is northwest. Oh, I'm getting so much deja vu because this is where my first game spent the vast majority of my time. Like, I'm looking around and like, oh yeah, I remember this pond. I think I got water from this pond for my first coal setup. Or maybe it wasn't that pond, but it might have been actually. Alright, this hard drive should be right around here. Am I blind? I am not seeing it. It should be in this vicinity. Alright. Let's zoom in. I've headed too far north. It should be like directly south of... Oh, is it going to be underground or something? Altitude -10. Alright. So I guess I'm going to be looking for a cave. Ooh, Mercer Sphere. The nice thing about being in this area is that you're getting a lot of the stuff that was designed for new players with like only the Xenozapper to find. So it's certainly much easier. Yeah, I think I'm looking for a cave here. So I'm going to head down into this valley here, which if I were a cave, I would be down here. In fact, I believe I remember entering a cave in this valley. Although I don't think I found a hard drive in it. I think I remember a summer sloop being in a cave in this valley. Alright, we got this guy. Yeah, no, nice try. Nice try. And dead. Alright, let's scan around for caves. This looks like it could be a cave. And it is. But it's a tiny one. It's just got a Mercer Sphere. Well, not going to complain about a free Mercer Sphere for almost no effort, but I was kind of hoping to find an entrance into a place with a hard drive. Alright, so we got automated speed wiring and automated miner. Well, those are both kind of lame. Let's keep looking around for more caves, because that wasn't the cave that I entered in my previous playthrough, which means this looks like prime candidate for somewhere a cave entrance would be. And we are sort of making our way back to close to where it is on the map. So that's also a definite positive. Alright. Why is everything all weird? The colors are all funky in here. Still no caves in sight. Is this? Nope. Alright, now we're too high up for it to be a cave here. Let's investigate here, maybe? Is there anything up here? No. Does this little crater have a cave in the wall, maybe? If I don't find it soon, I'm gonna give up. I spent way longer looking for this hard drive than like all the rest of them combined. It really should be obvious, right? Okay. Maybe all of this poison clouds is to disguise a cave entrance? Don't see one. If it were literally in exactly the right location, it would be here. So yeah, this is the spot that it is under. I'm fairly sure. Yes. It is literally directly underneath me at the moment. So this valley over here is the prime suspect for where it is. It's gotta be a cave in these walls somewhere. Oh, what's this? Is that an intentional cave? Or is that... This is just a crevasse for someone to get stuck in and die if they don't have a jetpack. Alright. Well, let's see here. We have this. Is that a cave entrance? No. Still no cave entrance in sight. It might be up here. We are rapidly running out of places a cave entrance could be. Is it behind this bush? No. Was that it? No, there was just a graphical glitch there that made it look deeper than it was. Same glitch is appearing there. And here we are at, I believe, my starter patch of iron for my first playthrough. I think that's where we are right now. Alright. Well, I've given up on finding that particular hard drive. Let's continue moving east. Yep. We're gonna head east, and there are more hard drives over this way. Ooh, there's a Mercer sphere up there. Let's just head up real quick. And Mercer sphere acquired.
This is a shrine to Windows and weekdays.
And we head off again. So let's see, where is the next one? It's sort of there-ish, looks like. Hang on, am I even reading this right? No, I'm not. Those are two completely different things. So that, it's actually more like there-ish. I don't know. There's going to be a giant blue crater, which is probably the probably the blue crater. But at any rate, it is east of me. So we head east. And stop getting bad launches, please. I would like to move quickly. Wait, is this it? There are a couple in this area that I have grabbed already. This is one of them, yep. So if we're at that, then... Oh, we need to head way north. I was way further south than I thought I was. So let's make our way to the north. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. And let's see what's up here. Now, have I overshot it? I'm going to land in course correct. Yeah, so we need to head due north of me for the next one. Ooh, that's fun. Some geysers. And it should be like here-ish. So let's head on over. That looks like those rocks are just concealing a blue power slug. But here we have a, all things considered, well-guarded place. And I just used my last ammo. Ammo. Rebar, thank you. Alright. Let's just get you out quickly. Get you out quickly. And... yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna kill you. Kill you. I think I heard a hog. Yes, there is, and it is a middle stage hog. And also a baby hog with it. And also those stupid hatchers are still catching up to me. Alright. Come on, stop running. Stop running around in circles. Now I'm being shot at too. Come on. Alright. Well, that was somewhat just like infinite strain of new guys showing up to mess with me. And after all that, I still need a biomass burner, put some fuel in it, hook her up, grab that, take that down, and then we head this way. Alright, there should be a crash site somewhere on this edge of the crater. I don't see it. How close should... Is this another weird underground one? Altitude -71. Okay, well, time to do cave hunting again, I guess. Let's see, if I were a cave, where would I be? Probably the next tier down has the cave entrance. And yeah, I know I'm being chased. Don't care. Ooh, I see one. We've passed over one as well, but not gonna ignore this one while I'm here. It's 300 megawatts. Yeah, okay. I should have paid more attention to the fact that it was well guarded. So I think I unlocked geyser technology, actually. Which means I might be able to set up... I might be able to get 300 megawatts pretty easily around here. Alright, I need to kill these stupid hatchers. Alright, I also need to not die. Hatchers hit like a truck if they all catch you at once. Hello, Mr. Bean. Alright. Let's start shooting at the bigger hatcher. Alright. Hatchers are gone. Now it is just the babies to worry about. Alright. Alright, that's all clear. Do I have geothermal generators unlocked? Yes, I do. So let's head over to this geothermal location, stick a generator on it, and do some powering. Alright. Geothermal generator. Power cable. Power line. Power line. And hook that up there. much power is this? It's gotta be a fair amount, right? It's like a couple hundred. Alright, well, I guess I can set up a radar tower, hook you up, and there we go. That's pretty neat. Alright, where was I? So there is a hard drive, like somewhere in that vicinity. Speaking of hard drives, I think another one finished. Yes, I think that happened while I was fighting something or other. Alright, here's some more. Oh, RCU alternate recipe could be quite useful. There is a future thing that uses RCUs, but we're just going to put another one in. And let's see here. There are two more at the south bank of the lake. So I will head over there, not worry about the stupid secret hidden underground one, at least for the moment. It's annoying, but we'll just have to come back to do a final pass and pick up those guys. Alright, that's just a power slug. So these are a ways past the edge of the lake. Ooh, there's a summer sloop. I'll grab that. Just kill some hatchers first, so that the vicinity can be clear. It's hard to tell how much to overcorrect. Got it. Alright. Now I just have to deal with this guy. Which is best done at a distance so you have time to dodge their attacks. I do like having cover. Having cover is neat. Alright, that's clear. Grab the summer sloop. And from here we go even further south. Ah, yes. Of course, it was literally in my field of vision, as is often the case. Guarded by mini spiders. Alright. Come on. Alright. Spiders dealt with. Gas nobelisks are something I technically haven't unlocked. I need 20 rubber. Give me that. And I'm in a cloud of poison right now. Alright, and we're out of the cloud of poison. And on to the next one, which is probably up here a bit. Ooh, is this guy guarding it? Yes, he is. Alright. Well, oh, okay, there are also some spitters. Oh, there's actually a lot of guards here. Okay. Just gotta get shots off. Just keep moving, and they are very bad at hitting you. Unless you land directly in front of them like I did there, which was very risky of me. Alright. Big guy is down. Alright, one of the smaller guys is down. Other smaller guy is down. And there was a third smaller guy which died at some point. That's a heavy modular frame. So we're playing Who's That Pokemon on these drop pod requirements. Alright, so now we have that. Next up is like here-ish, which is northeast. That's how I would describe that. So let's get up this cliff. It is quite a bit of a cliff. Alright. There's some hogs in the area. Just gonna ignore them. They are no threat because we are not planning on staying here for long. Same with that guy. Just ignore him. Alright, here's a hard drive. Give me that. I kind of wasn't expecting it to be there already, but I guess it was.
The hard drive contained both data and the soul of this freighter.
Oh no, not the poor freighter.
Has destroyed the soul, but the data can be analyzed in the MAM, so everything is okay.
Alright. What was that even? That was that, so then there's another one like here. Alright, look, a Mercer sphere. I'll grab this. It's sitting on radioactive material. But I have radiation filters, so it's okay. Is this it? Yes. Let me snipe you a couple of times. And then just get a free shot or two off on the adult. Alright, I should not have stayed stationary like that. Alright, that's dead, and this is not the actual hard drive. Where is the actual hard drive? What? Is it? Oh, it's up on that ledge up there. Okay, so I didn't actually need to fight those guys. So let's head up. Head up. And that looks like plastic to me. My inventory is slowly filling with random junk as I do all this. Alright. Next up is like here. Let's pin that. And pin that. So those are our next two locations. Both north of here. Alright. I swear it's... Alright. I see purple power slug there. That's not worth it. I do see already a hard drive. Let's stop on over and get it. Reload in case it is guarded. It is guarded, but I'm going to try to sneak in. 30 motors. Alright, get me some motors. get me the hard drive, and fight successfully avoided. Now we head west for the next one. Alright, shouldn't be too far. Yep, right down there. I see it. Alright. And it is guarded by this guy who probably can't do anything to me while I'm on top of this, but I'm going to kill him just to be sure. .25 quick wire. And the MAM is finished. So let's see what that does for us. Tempered copper ingot or flexible framework. Okay. Let's scan another hard drive. And there's a nitrogen pocket. That's fun. Alright, I think we're going to call it there for today. Next time we will use all of these hard drives to get some alternate recipes and probably, let's see here. Let's just get this open. We're going to start doing nitrogen stuff. So I guess the next step will be heat sinks should be pretty simple. Cooling systems should be less simple. Fused modular frames should be incredibly annoying. But we're going to start working on those sorts of things next time. So yeah, if you've been enjoying, make sure to follow. It helps me out a lot. Other than that, I will be back here on... What day is it? Wednesday. So I'll be back here, Satisfactory on Friday. Tomorrow I'll be playing Magic again. Make sure to catch me for those. And I will